We're here at the new Lakeshore Learning Materials Distribution Center in Midway, Kentucky. I'm Chuck Frank, president of AHS LLC, and your host of this video quick look. Stay with us to take a tour of the new Lakeshore Learning Materials Distribution Center. The design, construction, and fit out of this 500,000 square foot facility was a collaborative effort between Lakeshore Learning, Gray Construction, and AHS. During our visit, we will look at the highlights of the material handling solutions provided by AHS. We will also be hearing from the key Lakeshore and AHS team members. Over the years, Lakeshore Learning Materials has grown from a single California store starting in 1954 to more than 60 stores nationwide in 29 states, supported by a network of West Coast distribution centers. In early 2015, Lakeshore Learning concluded its network analysis and support of continuous growth and providing best-in-class products and services to their customers, committed to expanding their distribution network by adding a distribution center in Midway, Kentucky. AHS is privileged to be chosen to assist Lakeshore Learning with a WMS functional specification and selection, as well as designing and implementing a state-of-the-art material handling solution. The AHS team, using AHS's 6-step forward motion process, began by analyzing 12 months of data, including detailed order files and Lakeshore's item master. The AHS team put together process flows and detailed functional specifications to understand Lakeshore's current state, and then using this information, designed, procured, implemented, and commissioned this state-of-the-art 500,000 square foot distribution center. Once the building was under roof, AHS's implementation team began the installation of the material handling equipment. Over the next 7 months, the teams worked multiple shifts and successfully commissioned the new site. Facilities of this complexity normally have bin shelving, selective rack, pick modules, conveyance, and sortation. Here at Lakeshore Learning's facility in Midway, Kentucky, we have all these technologies along with best-in-class scan tunnels, intelligent inductions feeding high-end sortation solutions, merging and diverting powered spirals, high throughput zone-to-zone diverts within both pallet and carton flow modules, high-end camera monitoring, and a trash removal system throughout all processing areas, providing optimal solutions for the operations team. In addition to those technologies and Lakeshore's commitment to best-in-class fulfillment, they chose to implement just shy of 4 miles of conveyor. Six powered state-of-the-art spiral conveyors. 2 3-level pick modules. 3 high-speed sorters. 21 zone-to-zone diverts. 6 inline dunnage machines, more than 10,000 pallet positions, put to light, and store distro fulfillment. All of these elements constitute peace of mind for Lakeshore's customer base, resulting in accurate, on-time order delivery.
I'm standing near the command center at the Lakeshore Distribution Center in Midway, Kentucky. For this project, AHS was involved with the design, selection, integration, and implementation of the material handling equipment, or MHE, the warehouse control system, or WCS, and the warehouse management system, or WMS. Now, I know that's a lot of acronyms, but they're all relevant when designing a complex warehouse distribution system. The WMS and WCS work in tandem to process omni-channel orders through the material handling equipment in the most efficient manner possible, from order start to picking to processing to shipping to ultimately out the door. The command center is just that. It's where the Lakeshore team has access to real-time operational information. With the information, Lakeshore can monitor, react, and execute using the MHE, WCS, and WMS systems daily to fulfill orders. To tie it all together, we use the output and historical information from the WCS and WMS systems to conduct a post-project assessment to validate that we get the results expected and justify the customer's investment.
Earlier, the camera crew and I went on a tour of the facility to view solutions provided by AHS. Let's look at a few highlights. So we're standing here in the batch and sort area. This is what we call put pods or rapid pack consolidation stations. What's happening here is that we're having orders that are being processed in both the carton flow and the pallet flow modules. Those orders are being picked into a tote. The reason for that is we get a larger batch. As the orders come down, they're going to be diverted to one of these multiple lanes. When that order comes down, we've got multiple product that's mixed into that tote. That tote represents several different orders. Our RPC stations have up to 80 cubbies. A cubby in our world represents a unique customer order. An associate will then pick up an item. Once they scan it, we have an illuminated light that will indicate where that item needs to go. When that cubby is finished, on the back side of the put pod, another light will illuminate. We'll have packers on the back side that will be directed to go to that specific cubby. We'll display what size shipping carton needs to be processed. They'll tape the bottom of the carton, put the contents into that box. That box will then go onto a series of takeaway conveyors, which feeds the value-added service area up on top of a mezzanine directly behind us. So this is our store distro area. In the store distro area, there's a series of stores that are out in the marketplace. At this fulfillment center, what happens is that we'll go and we're able to pick full cartons of product. That product is brought down to this area. Once it arrives here, we have a single SKU in a carton. We're able to take that SKU, and each one of these represents a unique store. So we've got a light display that will light up that will tell us the quantity that needs to go to that store. As an example, we've got 60 items that are inside this box. This display lights up and says, hey, I need 20 here. I'll simply grab the 20, I'll walk them over, I'll put them in, I'll extinguish my light. It'll come back and say I need 10 in this lower level, which is another store. I grab my 10, I come back and I repeat that process. So by having this distro area down through here in multiple stores, it again allows us from an optimization standpoint to take advantage of the pick. So we're really pushing merchandise to the stores by bringing full cases of product over versus doing an individual pick. A much more optimized solution as it relates to the fulfillment of inventory going into the stores. In order to get the volume through the system, we have a pre-sort, which is where we're standing, which is what this unit is. As cartons are coming through here, we have a barcode and we know where that carton needs to go, what module it needs to go into, what level it needs to go into, and what zone it needs to go into. So as we route it through the pre-sorter, we make a decision that I need to go to carton flow module, level 1, zone 2. We'll kick it in there. When that pick is finished, we bring it back out, we run it back through our pre-sorter for its next destination. The reason that we do that is so that we don't have congestion within a zone. We don't have it backed up. We don't have to stop a zone. So we have the ability real time to be able to process that carton and make intelligent decisions as it's going into each one of the modules to make sure, again, that we're getting that order through in an efficient manner, that we're keeping our folks busy, and that we're also monitoring, making sure we get that order into the right zone at the right time to get it to the dock, to get it onto the truck, to get it out to the customer. So we're up on the value-added services platform. At this point, the order's been processed, it's gone through our put pods, or it's gone through the picking process. It's coming up, and again, we mentioned earlier our sliding shoe sorter that's going to be diverting product down one of multiple lanes. At this point, when the order comes down, the associate will be able to print the shipping label using one of the 2 printers that are here. They'll apply that label on top of the box. From there, we're going to have dunnage that will be added to the box so that we've got void fill. And then the associate will then take and place the box, pushing it through the semi-automatic taper. The top of the box will be taped. It'll go into a discharge conveyor, and it's now heading downstairs to the shipping sorter. All AHS customers receive the same attention to detail. The AHS team is working behind the scenes and are on site to supervise and oversee the entire project from start to finish. Throughout the project, specialized AHS field reps visit the job site, monitoring the team's progress, as well as meeting with the on-site team to discuss all elements of the job. Here is a retrospective flashback of part of the process.
My name is Brandon Baxter. I'm a program manager at AHS. We started this project on April 3rd, deploying resources and equipment to the site. We're about 4 or 5 weeks into the project now.
I'm Matthew Belsick. We're back on site at Lakeshore Learning in Midway, Kentucky. We're on week 10 of our install. We're currently on the shipping mezzanine, where we've got 95% of the mechanical install complete, and we're about halfway through the electrical installation.
My name's Sean Love. I'm the site superintendent for AHS, and I'm here at Lakeshore Learning. Today we've got our management team is on site, so we'll be taking them on a walkthrough so they can see the progress up to date.
So currently, carpet rack right here, we're about 60% complete. Working our way down on the V&A aisle for the full pallet. We're about 35–40%. We got all the boxes set across the top, as well as the deck rack. And we're working our way down. We're going to be completed in about 3 weeks.
As far as the conveyor, we're starting at the outbound end of the system, and we're working our way upstream. We're currently 100% complete mechanically above and below the mezzanines, and we're finishing field wiring this week in this area. We're about halfway through the mechanical install on the pre-sort, and we're about halfway through the mechanical install on the conveyor inside the pick modules.
Sean, this area over here, we've got all the conveyors up and the down lines, and everything looks good there.
There's just a few guarding issues to take care of, but nothing major.
Feeling good about that?
Yep.
Awesome. Good. Our field installation crews worked tirelessly over 7 months. Here are a few time-lapse highlights of what it takes to complete this complex fit-out. Our camera crew caught up with Bo Kaplan, president of Lakeshore Learning. Let's watch.
My name is Bo Kaplan. I'm the president and CEO. I've been working at Lakeshore for a little over 20 years. Any project is the people on those projects, both the people on your team, but also the people you bring in from the outside. And we took as long preparing for this project as we did actually building it. And when we picked AHS, the best part about it is it will be a relationship for life. They did such a good job of doing what they said they were going to do. We're a demanding customer. We pay our bills on time. We do what we say we're going to do, but we expect our vendors to do exactly what they say they're going to do. And when we ran into bumps, when there was a time that, maybe it would have been in their best interest to push back, they stood tall. They always stood by their commitments. They did the right thing because they were willing to look at the long run. They were willing to make sure that the project ended the way that they promised it would in the beginning. And really, that's why I'm here doing the video today, because I believe so strongly in how well they performed, and we're lucky to have found them.
We are excited to be here today to celebrate Lakeshore Learning Materials Go Live and look forward to working with the Lakeshore team for many years to come. Congratulations, Lakeshore, and thank you for allowing AHS to be a part of your team.
We are Lakeshore!